This is an instructional video intended to help you set up your experimental Eddie animatronic from Spirit Halloween. After taking everything out of the box, your parts should include 2 arm pieces with foam, one holding a wire, your central plastic mechanism piece, a small square pole, the control box, a variety of different leg poles, the head with shoulder form, the chest piece which actually comes separate from the head, the 2 shoes, the base, a bag with zip ties, screws, and little plastic connector pieces, and you should also have the pants and the shirt. First, set down the base, making sure that the front label is facing the front. Grabbing 2 of the straight metal poles, attach them to the notches on the base, matching A to A and B to B. Now you will want to slide each of the shoes over the poles. Locate 2 of the smaller bent poles that have the labels C and D on the ends of them, and match them to the top of the other poles, matching C to C and D to D. Lastly, attach the final 2 poles, matching E to E and F to F. Grabbing the pants, open up each of the pant legs and slide them over the 2 poles. Make sure when you're doing this that you get the shaping fabric on the inside of the pants to go over the poles as well. Now you can grab your central mechanism piece and attach it to the top ends of each of the leg poles using the snap block connections. It can get a little bit tricky and you have to do some twisting here, but don't worry, that is fine. It will go in just fine. Pull up the pants and secure it to the central plastic piece using the 2 loops. Flipping Experimental Eddie around to the back, we now want to attach our control box to the hook that you can see located on an odd spot on the back side of the central plastic piece. You can see it right there. And now you can attach that wire coming from the module into the control box. And now you can attach the small square pole into the top of the central plastic piece and screw it in using one of the screws provided. Now grabbing the head, you want to use the plastic notch underneath of the shoulder form and attach it to the top of the small metal square piece. Turning him around to the back, this also has a screw spot that you will want to screw in using one of the screws provided. You will now want to attach the chest plate to the shoulder form using the plastic connectors that go through a hole on both the shoulder form and the chest piece. But what I just did there, because I find it to be easier, is to stick the plastic connector piece through the hole on the chest plate first and then to the hole on the shoulder form instead of trying to do both at one time. Now grab the shirt and wrap it all the way around his body, but you do not want to attach those Velcro pieces yet just because it will make it difficult to put the arms in. Slide each of the arms up through the sleeves and then use the metal wire at the end of them to connect it to the plastic piece located right underneath of the head and the shoulder form. There is a little divot or slot that you can kind of slide it through until it reaches a hole that metal wire can stick through. You can see a close-up right here. It is difficult to see, but it should rest very nicely in that slot. And then you can go ahead and zip tie it in the location provided. Obviously, you'll now want to do the exact same thing for the other arm and zip tie that one as well. Now you can finally secure the shirt using all of the Velcro strips. There are 2 on his shoulders and 1 on the back of his neck to secure the collar down. Then you'll want to stick in those wires through some of the holes on the shirt. And lastly, attach the Velcro strip at the front that has the IR sensor sticking through it. The arms are posable and you will want to stick that wire coming from the left arm into the hole on the top of the head. Opening up the back of his shirt, you're going to want to attach the IR sensor wire into the control box and then connect all of the corresponding red and yellow wires coming from the control box, the shirt, and the head. Those will make the tips of the fake wires sticking out of him light up blue. And you can now go ahead and plug the adapter into the control box. Experimental Eddie's control box has a switch that can be in the on position where the IR sensor will activate him, the off position where nothing will happen, or the step pad position where the step pad or trimies will activate him. He has a jack for the compatible trimies like the trimie button or the multi-part remote control receiver, as well as a jack specifically for the step pad and a jack for an external speaker. On an adjacent side of the control box, there is a battery pack for 4 AA batteries that can be used instead of the adapter, and a volume control knob to turn the volume up or down. Plug the adapter into an outlet and your setup of experimental eddy is complete.